Alright, with the servers back up and running, we are now able to do this tournament, guys. So, welcome back to the stream. Now, we are sorry for the delay. That wasn't an issue with us or anything like that. As most of you will know, the North American servers basically went down. I'm not sure why yet, but doesn't matter. We've got the people here for the tournament and we are going to proceed. If you are in my chat, bear with me. I am just pulling that up right now. We do still have a 10-minute delay because, want to keep the stream safe. Anyway, we're about ready to go here. One waiting. So, we'll just go over the team list here. And Apex. So, what we have for them is their captain, Aydepins. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Aydepins. Yep. His co-captain is Ding Dong. We have Azro, Murti, Rax, 72, Clanwar the Explorer, FBen, 2NX, and RGK. Now, I did read something about some people being swapped around and changed out, but I'm not seeing any of those changes currently. And over for the Purple Predators, we've got the Captain Elemental KB, we've got Sinks, I believe was the one that was swapped out here. So Sinks is no longer there, but we do have K911, Fruitalicious, plus Uncle Chicks, Crescini G Slayer, Black Andrew, and James from Void. Now, as I'm not running these training rooms today, it is a bit different from yesterday's stream. I will not be in control of the time frames for this, or when we go into battle, or who's ready, or any of that sort of stuff. So we are just going to have to sit back, be patient, wait for these teams to ready up. It will still be the same layout and format as yesterday, so these teams will have their 5-minute grace period at the start here, plus a few extra minutes, I'd say, due to the delay of this actually getting started. And then after that 5-minute period, they will have 2.5 minutes to make sure that their team is properly and completely prepared before we start our first match here on Canyon. So Team A, Apex, they will be starting on the north side of Canyon, and Team B there of Purple, they will be starting on the south side. So there will be 2 matches here, and then we'll move over to Vineyards. There'll be 2 matches there, and then we'll move over to Faust. If it's all evened up at the end of Faust, then we will be moving on to Rockfield for the tiebreaker. It looks like Purple are almost fully readied up here, and we're just waiting on Apex. Once that's done, I'm sure we will get this underway. And what did I just do? Not sure what happened, but we're still here, we're still going. Just gonna jump over to Discord, make sure that everything is going smoothly over there, see where we're at. And he's with Apex, not Purple. Oh, they had a bit of a mishap happen there, that's alright. Should 72 be in them? Let's see if I can hunt down where these changes were. Now it looks like my team lists were correct there. We do have everybody in the room that's supposed to be on both teams, and they are almost ready to go. So how's it going, Catherine? Welcome to the stream. Now I'm just going to take a minute while these guys are readying up and just sort some stuff out. Looks like both teams are readied up now. We should be underway very soon. Let's just jump back over here, see where the teams are at in Discord. Let us know when you're ready. 2 minutes left. Okay, so we are now just waiting for both teams to verify that they're ready, and we'll be off on the first match. There we go. Finally, says K911. Alrighty, so straight off the bat here, it looks like Apex are sending one of their AMX-30s into the center, and the rest of them are going over to base cap C. Object 452 going with racks up there into B, and the enemy team of Purple, they are looking to do the same sort of basically push, except they're pushing these 250 TPs, which are very strong hull down. They will be solid to contend with there in B, right up to the middle. they're going to contest that one, and the rest of the teams should be meeting up for a little bit of a corner brawl here in just a moment. Let's see how they work together and trade their hit points out. Ooh, Apex there definitely bleeding a fair bit on the cross, but getting their shots back into purple as the match goes down. Hit point trading at the moment is very even between these two teams, and no one has quite managed to take over B, but it does look like those 50 TPs are making a push across the top, and definitely getting one over on A-Deepins, who is all by himself over here against these two. He may go down shortly unless he gets some support, which I don't think he's going to have at the moment. If we get back over here, Rax has come. He was mid with A-Deepins, but he is now back here working with RGK, trying to take care of this K91. They're going to clear him out. And this is a very even match so far. I mean, even down to the hit points. No one's managed to get a base, so no one has those points really at the moment. This is all on hit points and damage. It's now a 4 versus 5. Black Andrew takes a big shot there, and he almost, there he goes, he is now out. Plus 86 is all by himself in this corner with 4 enemy around him. He is not going to last very long, and the rest of the team is slowly getting there to try and help him out. This one could be going to purple though. Apex being stuck in this corner, it's not a very good position, especially with Fruitalicious coming around the back there to clear out Murty. It's going to make a bit of a change. Apex does manage to cap base C there, but at this point in the game, I'm not sure those points are going to matter too much. If all the purple decides to push on Ding Dong here, they could clear him out, especially with that K91 and its 3-shot autoloader. So looking for some cheeky side shots there. He does manage to get one into Ding Dong. That puts him down weak. Fruitalicious has started pressuring the back here and is getting hammered there a little bit. But yeah, I'd say the purple guys will move in now. Christening Slayer is going around the back as well, trying to help out Fruitalicious, and James just looking for any of the shots he can to be helpful to his team in this late stage with his low hit points. And there it goes, 2 more tanks out of the match. It is a 2 versus 1. James just needs to stay alive. He is a 1-shot for 2NX here. But Christening Slayer is getting in there. He does still have all 3 shells. They are loaded up, and 2NX is about to go out. Unless he gets a lucky bounce, he will be out of this match. And James is coming up behind. Very well done there. Void and Purple there, just taking the win. Very close match though. That might have gone slightly different had Purple kept their guys, well, Apex had kept their guy over in the middle with I-Deepins, but because he pulled him out, it did leave him very weak to those 250 TPs pushing over the top, and it could have gone different if there had been a little bit more resistance on that front. But at the same time, it was going to be a close match either way. So now these teams do have 2 minutes 30 to basically sort themselves out, change whatever tanks they want, swap out their teammates, and move on to the second match of this round. Of course, the spawns have been changed, so Team A, Apex, they are now on the south spawn, and Purple from Team B will be on the north spawn. Pardon me, guys. I will be right back before this one starts. I just need to grab myself a quick drink. I didn't grab one with how rushed I was to come back for this stream. One moment. Alrighty, we're back, and team's almost fully readied up. I think we're just waiting on Apex there to finish. The chat room in game is broken, so these teams are having to communicate now through Discord, which is perfectly fine. At least we can monitor it all there and keep it all going right. Some last minute changes to the tank lineup there for Apex. RGK just hopping into a Yag Tiger. We've got a few Object 752s there on the purple side this time around. So we will see how this goes. A couple of IS-8s for Apex. Interesting lineups. They've definitely selected different tanks compared to each other, which is, it's interesting to see. Not many tournaments are for at tier 9, so this is, I do like seeing all of these different tanks. Still haven't seen a 4 T95 lineup yet. Someone's got to do it. Come on, CCRS. You're up next. You can do that too. I expect to see Deja in one of those T95s. I have been put in middle. I did not ready up. My bad. Nobody even flippin' told me in Discord. Well, unfortunately, guys, we are missing the coverage of the second match. Yeah. We will be right back. We are back. Looks like Purple managed to take that second match there. I do apologise for not being able to cover that match. Hopefully some of you guys were able to go over to _34's channel and catch that one, because I totally missed it. My bad. I will be readied up for the next one, and hopefully I won't just be throwing mid with no warning. But our next map here is Vineyard, so we'll be seeing if Apex can pull a win together for this third match, of the maps here. However, if Purple do manage to win both of these rounds, they will go on, and Apex will get thrown into the lower brackets to face off against CCRS. Again, I apologise to any of my viewers who may have been watching that and completely missed the second match there. And we should be underway in 1 minute whether these teams are readied up or not. So if teams can't field 6 or more players, it basically counts straight away as a forfeit for that one match. So if they don't ready up in time, 30 seconds to go. We are almost there. Just a couple of guys that need to ready up. Apex have managed to get themselves in order. Purple have enough players, but they are not all fully readied up yet. We're just waiting on Fruitalicious. Apex are also changing tanks. 10 seconds before we go in, and these guys are not quite readied up. This could be a bit of a flop on the launch here. Apex have managed to get themselves all in order. They are readied up, and it's just waiting on Fruitalicious now. We will be into this next match. I do like Vineyards. This is a very good map. So Apex here will be starting on the south side, which in everybody's opinion is the better side for this map. Purple will be starting on the north side, and well, hopefully Apex can take a win here. I would like to see this go through to the tiebreakers, as I always do, because more matches is always good, especially against teams like this. Like, these guys know what they're doing, and this is outside of the Blitz Cup, so it's a bit more relaxed for them as well. And once again, thank you to SIGYN for putting together this community event. These teams, so far, as much as I know, have been enjoying it, and people are definitely enjoying watching this community tournament. So look forward to more of these in the future. Again, if you're not a part of the SIGYN server, guys, the link to their Discord is in the description below, so you can click on that, go to their Discord server, and be a part of the community there. Otherwise, we should be taking off right now. Isn't it technical if they aren't ready? I think one of the teams may have... Well, everybody read it up. They did wait for the teams. There was supposed to have started, and one of these teams may have... Well, both teams were on and off with their players, so not sure they could decide who would have been forfeited. It's a good thing that they didn't, and they did wait though. It means we do get to see more matches. Right off the bat here, looks like Apex are going straight for B. They are sending something towards town over there, but he could just be holding mid. Purple is going heavy towards the town, so they are going to be stuck in here at C. They're also capping A, but Apex over there will have cap advantage by getting B first. Murty and A Deepins definitely coming in to try and attack A from the outside. We have FBen and Ding Dong going central to take on Elemental and James here, just contesting for mid-map control. And RGK and Rax going out to the ruins on the outside to see what they can do out there. They are not going to find very many tanks, though, as Purple are all hiding back here in the buildings. I personally am not a big fan of these town strats, but in a tournament setting it can work out very well. As you can see, Black Andrew using that fountain and view range of his allies to get some shots out. Fruitalicious is still holding out back here, just keeping an eye on the back flank, making sure that Apex cannot roll around on the back end of their team. And Purple and Void are definitely holding very well. At the moment though, that's not going to work too well for them, since Apex does have cap advantage and are currently taking base cap A. So Purple are definitely going to have to leave that town at some point. They didn't even manage to cap C at this point, so they are on a big back foot. And they need to start making some moves here, or Apex are definitely going to take this win out. Both teams have bled a little bit, but neither one really given the other anything solid to work with. Black Andrew is coming around the back here looking for some shots into the back of the team. Did just miss one on FBen there, and he has plus 86 coming in to help him out. So we'll see what Apex's response to this is. By the looks of it, the 54 threats are coming back. The WZ and the T30, they're all rotating back around to deal with the tanks that have come out the back end of town here into their flank. Murty is still on the front lines with Ding Dong and FBen, but they are focusing their attention towards that town sub with plus 86. Elemental KB in the Conqueror back here, not doing too much in his current positioning, but he is trying to control mid and get his shots under that bridge, I'd say, into FBen. Both teams losing quite a bit of hit points. Purple is, however, bleeding just a little bit more from time to time than what Apex is. But either way, they are definitely keeping this hit points even. They're putting out just as many shots as they're receiving and breaking apart Apex's team here. Looking under the bridge, it looks like FBen might go down. Oh. They are recapping B. 2NX takes a nasty hit there. James is looking low, but Black Andrew is isolated and may be going down here next. Ding Dong takes a nice hit, and oh, they are definitely bleeding off Apex hit points here. Purple may have just turned this one around. If they can clear Ding Dong or 2NX, they could be on the road to victory for this match. It is now a 4 vs 3. Apex are not looking too healthy. James is looking like he might go out here. Yep, RGK manages to get that kill, and these guys are going to be looking at taking down Elemental. Elemental does get the kill there, and RGK is on his own. That was a nice push from Purple there coming out of the town. They pressured all the sides well, and well, they managed to get the win, even with Apex having control over those cap points. They weren't able to basically engage all sides that Purple had pushed in from there. It was very, very well done. They singled out targets. They bled enough hit points off them that they were able to turn the tables on the HP pool and just push through for the victory. So that brings Purple to 3 wins to nothing. If Purple win this next one, they will knock Apex into that lower bracket. So fingers crossed Apex can work with a new strategy from the north side of this map here and do something about Purple's presence on the field. Purple are definitely sticking it to them at this point, and I've got to say, I'm actually quite surprised. I thought this, even as close as these are, I figured they would have been swapping matches here and there and bringing it to a tiebreaker, but Purple just managing to pull it through every single match. So these teams do have 2 minutes 30 to ready up from this point. Once they're all ready, we will go into the 4th match of this set. Yeah, NA is back and so am I. Welcome back, man. At least hope Apex doesn't have an AFK again. Oh, I don't think they will, but I honestly reckon, even with that AFK that Apex had yesterday, SIGYN still probably would have taken that round. Just the way they played it, it was very well done. But no, we're not seeing any of that today. Apex are definitely putting on a good showing here. Purple are just able to basically pull it back last minute, dealing with the changes that Apex are making and getting some decent shots in return and just playing the hit points really, really well. Just make sure I'm ready up so as I get into the match again, wouldn't want to miss out. Right, 20 seconds remaining. We should be going into this match, ready or not. Yep, right there. So looking at this right off the bat, Apex have brought themselves T30, T54, the IS-8. They did swap one of the IS-8s out for an E75, so I think they may be looking at contesting that town a little bit more and not letting Purple sort of enclose on them like they did the last match. But let's swing up here, see what Purple are going to do. They are going to go for the quick cap on B, and it does look like they are going to be pushing out towards mid and ruins. Apex here, spreading out a bit more. They are sending people central. They are getting A and also sending the E75 of Murti into the town there. So it'll be interesting to see if Murti goes and caps base C or not. Purple do manage to get the base capture first over RGK there on base cap A. So Purple do have a very, very slight cap advantage at this point. But we'll see if Murti goes in for base cap C to change that. Otherwise, we are going to be looking at a little bit of a hull down fight here. James looking under the bridge. Tui and X taking some nasty shots from a couple of these tanks here. And K91 just sort of trying to suppress the back team by the looks of it. And there it is. Murti is on base cap C. He is going for that. Tui and X, though, is getting singled out here in the middle. He does not have the support like with him to trade those hit points. And Purple are making the most of that. They are taking advantage of it, and there he goes. TNX is right out of the match. K911 taking some nasty hits there, trying to take base capture A off them. But ADpins and Racks at the back here, just making sure they can control that and stop Purple from taking base cap A. K91 is now down to a one-shot. James is hurting, and Apex are making a very aggressive push around the back here. They are going to be looking at trying to take base B. But Fruitalicious just making sure that they do have something to contest with back here. And Christening Slayer, sorry, hard to get your name right sometimes, just holding them off at the back. So James is a one-shot. He is about to go down. Black Andrew taking some nasty shots as well as Ding Dong. And FBen is also a one-shot. Rax is on the run at the back there from the Conqueror and Object 752 of plus 86. So Rax is singled out. He doesn't have the hit points. He may be going down here before these guys get back into the fight. But this is not looking good for Apex. They've got 3 versus 6 at the moment, and they are both one-shots. All 3 are one-shots at this point. Purple has taken this round. They've taken the upper bracket, and they move into the finals. If that wasn't one way to just end that set, they made sure that they kept their tanks alive. They made sure Apex knew that they were winning that one, and they done a stellar job pushing through there. They saw where targets were weak and isolated, and they just worked those positions and moved through the next one. So very well done on Purple's part there. Apex unfortunately not quite able to deal with Purple's movements, and they will be going down into the lower bracket to face off against CCRS. I'll just see if there is a new bracket I can get a hold of to show you guys. So now we are just waiting for the setup of the next room, which will be CCRS versus Apex. 1080p stream goes hard. Yeah, man. I figured that out, and it was completely my own fault. So I do apologize to everybody that had to watch yesterday's stream in 720p. All I had to do was change that setting, which I had changed way back when to deal with processing issues of my PC. So Yeah, we are back to 1080p. So yeah, thanks for pointing that out. I actually totally forgot that I was back into 1080. Hope it's coming through nice and crisp for you. Here I am. I'm still watching it over here in 360. So, you know. Well, jumping into the wrong servers again, trying to find the information. So I don't have an updated bracket for you guys just yet. So we are just waiting for this next training room to be brought up, guys. Once it gets brought up, we will go into the list, see where CCRS are and what they're up to. About 7 between Apex and CCRS will begin at 8:50, so they will begin in about 10 minutes, guys. Once that 10 minutes has passed of these guys setting up the room, the teams will come in. They'll have another 5 minutes to get themselves ready. Once they are ready, they'll have another 2 minutes 30 just to finalize any changes to their team roster or tank lineups, and then we will be straight into the match. This one will be this next one will be done on Himmelsdorf. Will be the first match. Then we'll be going on to Yukon, Dynasty's Pearl, and if we bring it to a tiebreaker, we'll be going on to Naval Frontier. CCRS put in a damn good showing yesterday, despite my big disappointment, I guess, at the fact that Deja did not die often enough. But outside of that, CCRS done a great job making it through to the semis of the lower bracket here. Now I'm just going to check and make sure there it is. What was my password? CCRS are already into the team room here, and they are getting themselves ready up and set for what is about to happen. So CCRS on Team B will be starting on the north side here on Himmelsdorf, which means that Apex will be starting on the south side. It'll be interesting to see what sort of tanks these guys bring. If they bring, because Himmelsdorf is very close quarters, and if you've got the armor, you can. It really depends on what tanks you want to bring. You can play either side of this map just as well. So these teams will have some work cut out for them if they want to put on a good showing here. A lot of people do tend to mess up on Himmelsdorf, get themselves isolated and that sort of stuff, but these guys know what they're doing, and they should be able to hold out quite well from either side of the map that they play on for both teams. So definitely looking forward to seeing how this one turns out. We've just got to wait for Apex to show up, and RefGen. Kind of wish as a spectator you could get some of the replays, like when you're spectating them. I wish that it would record the replay, because I would show you guys some of the playbacks of yesterday's matches for you while we're waiting, but Wargaming doesn't quite set their things up nicely for us. So we don't have any of those replays for you guys. We will just have to sit here nice and patiently and wait. Do remember that _34 is also streaming this. He's not currently in this one, but he should be here, and we should be able to watch the stream from his view as well. There he is. Once this gets underway. Oop, I've lost my timepiece. Where are we at? So we've got about another 8 minutes here before the actual countdown starts. So Apex do have a lot of time ahead of them. They've got plenty of time to get themselves basically sorted, ready, and into the room. A Yag Tawny plate is crazy. Yeah, no, I saw him put up the Yag, and I was wondering why, but yeah, no, Apex falling that quick. 4-0. Definitely not what I think anybody was expecting. But we'll see how they do in the next matches here against CCRS, see if they can figure out what was going on in their team play and push themselves through to the finals, or fall to CCRS and let them have a chance at purple. I do believe CCRS, did they play purple yesterday? One moment, I'll just quickly I am not on the active scene. My bad, people. Can you put me in Cyclone? There's Murty and Ding Dong from Apex. So that's the last two people for the Apex team. They have now joined in. They'll ready up their tanks in a moment. It does look like two NXs in a T95, which is a good choice for Himmelsdorf. This could be the map where we could see my 4 T95s. I just want to see it because it would be funny. I don't expect any of these teams to try and run that, but it would be an interesting match to see what you can do with 4 of them. Looks like CCRS are completely readied up now and ready to go with their tank lineups. So they've got 350 TPs, 1 E75, the Object 752, a K91 and an M5 Yo. And over on the Apex side, we've got the T95, a VK45B, an E75, a couple of 50 TPs, and the AMX31ER. Oh, he's changed out of a 50 TP into a KPZ70. So they're running 2 KPZ70s, which is not the best armored tank out there, but the gun is very reliable. It's accurate enough for a heavy tank. It does some decently high damage. It's basically a derp gun without all of the derp. So bringing 2 of these into the match is going to change things up. This will be an interesting fight for CCRS against these tanks. Ooh. Alright, straight off the bat, it looks like Apex are going to be looking at controlling D side there. CCRS are also doing the same. Nobody is going out to base cap A. Rax there getting a nice early cap on base B, and Old Blood and Guts trying to get C over here for CCRS. Apex, however, do get the cap advantage there. Oh my, we just got absolutely ammo racked there. That is unfortunate. He's taken out of this match early, and that puts CCRS at a very big disadvantage, being down a tank that quickly. But it does look like they might pull one back here by clearing out FBen. Or, oh, are you kidding me? What just happened? Everyone lagged out. The whole lot of us. Oh. I was wondering if that was my computer or not, but no, both the teams got kicked. Wargaming is just not on point today. Their servers are having some big troubles. That is a very big disappointment to happen in the middle of the match there. I mean, CCRS went down with that one ammo rack. They did get hurt, but it looked like they were about to claim a kill back for themselves, and it was going to be a hell of a process. But what's funny about that is it did not kick everybody. Some people are still in that match. So let's just reopen this and see if we can't figure out what happened there. Selected tank is unavailable. Yep, of course it is. It's stuck in a match. Okay. Oh, don't know what is going on with wargaming today. Sorry? Yeah, no, everybody got dropped out. It's not because of our internet. And it won't throw me back into the training room either. Alright, well, I'm going to throw us on a little bit of a break here and then restart my World of Tanks Blitz and see if we can resolve whatever's going on. Okay, so everybody's having issues loading back in. It seems Wargaming have still not figured out their issues. I mean, I can load back into the game, as you can see I'm there, but I can't load back into the training room. A whole bunch of the teams are having troubles getting back into the actual match, and we will be restarting from the top if we can. So let's just go back to the training room, see if we can find it again here. It should be getting restarted in just a moment, and then we'll see if everybody can get back in. See, this is what happens. I'm going to blame Wargaming big time. sitting here trying to throw together a community hosted event with some good rewards, and Wargaming's like, no. Typical Wargaming. No, it is unfortunate that this is happening, but we should be good to go in just a moment. We need the new room to be loaded up. Apex CCRS, there we go. What is... Alright, and we have managed to get back in. Okay. Right. Both teams are readied up. This is Himmelsdorf. It looks like these guys have managed to keep the same team lineups, same tanks. That first match didn't happen. It's a write-off. The K91 didn't get ammo racked. FBen didn't get slapped out of existence on base D. And we are ready to start with a fresh, clean match. Hopefully this time we don't drop out and we were able to get through this bracket of the tournament. Lineup switch. CW. No, I don't think there was. Unless that VK is a new tank. Yeah, actually. I think CCRS... Oh yeah, that's right. Different player, that's why. But right off the bat, both teams have gone back to fight for base D. Cyclone is managing to cap base C over there, and unlike last time, Apex has not gone for base B. So CCRS do have cap advantage here. They have C, they have D, they've managed to put all their tanks into that middle section there. And now they just need to really keep their hit points and try to work this point advantage they've got. FBen has been taken out, as has one singular. And there goes Ding Dong as well, getting absolutely nailed. Now CCRS are pushing on 2NX. General Froggington losing a lot of hit points there. Murty looking like he's might be in a little bit of trouble if Cyclone and Deja decide to focus him here. At this point, ignoring that VK45 at the back and pushing through is probably a good option for them. Cyclone does manage to pick up the kill, and CCRS are up by one player. Deja takes a nasty hit there, and he goes down to a one shot. So he is alone by himself. He is being sacrificed by his team, and they're moving on to pick up the rest of the kills back there that they can. So Azro is about to go down as soon as the CCRS players reload there, and it is 3 versus 2. RGK and Explorer versus Cyclone, Cloaked, and Lion King. So we'll see what they manage to do with this. The points are not going to come into it here. Everybody is definitely fighting for control. Lion King needs to get his gun in the game here. He did not want to push up, which is fair, but he may have just cost his team one player there, because Purple and Apex managed to push through and basically get the shots in where needed. But CCRS are still up on hit points. They are still up one gun. Cyclone has one shell left before his reload. Explorer just needs to not bleed as much. If he can get a lucky bounce and facehug, he might get through this. Lion King does take a nasty shot. He is down to a one shot. Cyclone is going to reload, and by the looks of it is trying to push Lion King out the way to keep him alive. But if he can just shoot Explorer, the first match there goes to CCRS. What a match. So that was push and shove there. Both teams trying to do the best they could to clear out the tanks that were isolated as quick as they could. But they kind of made it so as they were isolating themselves in the process. Very good job by CCRS there. A great sacrifice from a couple of players just to stay back and let those team members of theirs push through to help the other side. Apex putting up a very good showing there, but in the end not quite able to clutch out a victory. Now we'll go we'll see what these teams do with their lineups, see if they change any tanks around or try to do anything different. The sides of the map will change, so Apex here will be starting on the north side, and CCRS will now be starting on the south side for Himmelsdorf. Both teams are almost fully readied up. I need to click ready as well because, hey, that would be embarrassing to do that twice in one stream. Gotta hate the glitch, yep. The servers crash, can't do much about it sometimes, but we are all back in here and running perfectly fine again. So just waiting for Cloaked to ready up. They do have 2 minutes 30 in which that they can do this. Y'all just full sent one side when you saw what we did. It's whatever that. Okay. Apex, you both went that. Come on, come on. Don't be like that. You're good enough players, you should be able to pull this back. You've still got many matches in the thing. Let's see if Apex can turn it around and have another crack at purple. But yeah, definitely an interesting match there. It was unfortunate that that first one dropped out because that was looking like it was going to be a very interesting match. No one really had proper advantage or anything, but it is unfortunate. Cloaked Careful is in his batch at 25T this time around. They have not really changed up anything else. And over on the side of Apex, we're looking at all of the same tanks. The T95 Turtle there by 2NX. Was that in the last round? I am not entirely sure. CCRS bringing more hit points to the start of the battle than Apex with their tank lineups, but we'll see what they do. Cloaked Careful going out wide. Looks like he might be going for base cap A. They are also going for B and D, so CCRS are switching it up this time. Apex also going out towards A side. Rax here not going towards the base cap though, and Cloaked Careful may just steal that from under Apex's nose. They do manage to get base cap A. They are also going to get base cap B over the back there. That does give them cap advantage, but Apex are pushing through here. They've got a couple of guys on the inside here who are going to get held up until Ding Dong and Explorer can come around on the outside. While they're doing that though, CCRS are coming in to help. Deja Vu is in a lot of trouble here trying to hold off the back. He does manage to keep Ding Dong back, but Explorer pushes around. Deja gets cleared. RGK is getting hammered over the back here, and he should go down next, but Sweet OK either missing his shot or just picking a different target there and not being able to clear the tank. That could cost CCRS here. Old Blood and Guts trying to get in there, and Singular Flea, they're trying to trade hit points and keep their people alive. Oh, Apex are losing hit points big time across the board, and both teams putting damage downrange. Singular Flea is on a one-shot. Swede and Cyclone looking at different targets here, which is not a good thing to see for any team. If you focus a player out, you'd be able to get the clear. So they get that done anyway. It is a 4 versus 3, a 3 versus 3 now. Rax is coming in here by the looks of it to take on Swede and help out 2NX. No, he has decided to go for Cyclone, which is the smarter option. It does look like their T95 Turtle is able to hold that K91 quite well, and Cloaked Careful here is probably going to need to run from the situation and try to take points somewhere. Swede has just reloaded his full clip though and is able to put some shells out here. He could do a lot of damage to Rax from the side, and then Cyclone, if he's lucky enough and doesn't get clipped by the turtle, might be able to pick up the kill there. Cloaked Careful is coming around the back. Cyclone is just playing nice and safe. But if Cloaked Careful gets on the back here, he could very much end up changing the outcome of this game. Swede pushing over the top, managing to get that clear. Very well done. Cloaked Careful just needs to get behind this turtle and he will be in deep trouble. CCRS look to be taking the second match here. Oh, what a kill! That was unfortunate. Could not get behind the turtle, and it cost him his life. Now, if Swede misplaces this shot, it could be over, but he doesn't. Swede manages to clutch in the kill there. T95 almost held, almost managed to make that win happen. But CCRS ultimately taking the second victory there for their team. Apex are on the back foot today. And as opposed to yesterday's matches where Apex were on form, they seem to be struggling a little bit in the later stages of this tournament. However, that is Himmelsdorf out of the way, and we are now switching to the map of Yukon. Team A of Apex will be starting on the north side, and Team B of CCRS will be starting on the south. It'll be interesting to see what they do with their tank lineups. I do expect CCRS to change up quite a few of their tanks, or at least a couple of them for something a bit more mobile. If they don't go for something more mobile, I will be surprised. Apex here, on the other hand, look to be bringing a Jagdtiger. Hey, Nugzester, and I forgot what your in-game name was, but looks like you might get to see it. Oh no, they have swapped it out. No, RGK is in the Jagdtiger now. So this is definitely going to be interesting. We'll see what CCRS are putting together on the other side. They do look like they're changing out players as well as tanks. So we're looking at a totally different field lineup this time for the third match of the lower final bracket here. Both teams are almost ready to go, so we should be into this match very, very shortly. So Frogger did get thrown in for Lion over on the CCRS side. There is 1 minute until this takes off. Both teams look to be completely ready though, and we should be ready to set this off as soon as they both confirm that. Oh, that was a pretty cool camo. Alrighty, so CCRS sending Cloak Careful out to D off the bat here. Looks like the rest of them are going in towards C. The Apex players are not sending anything out towards D side. Instead, they are pushing one person into B and the rest out and around to A. Now, personally, I like this strategy that Apex is employing right here. It's the same sort of thing I do if I'm going to run this kind of tournament. I do prefer this A side over the D side, and it seems for this first match of this map, Apex are going to be preferring this as well. Now, Swede is kind of by himself there on base cap A, but if he can get that, it will be a good thing, because it will push their base cap advantage up higher than Apex's. At the moment, both have one base, and CCRS are slightly ahead on that advantage for points. Azro's got himself into a very tight position here, though, behind these timber piles. He does have quite a few tanks looking at him, and he's got to wait for Ding Dong and 2NX to be able to help him out of that situation. One singular flea here in the middle, losing a lot of his hit points to the Apex players and his life at the end of it there as well. F-Ben getting real lucky there, just being missed by a shot from the CCRS team, and he may be getting cleared out by Cloak Careful in just a minute. Old Blood and Guts has taken quite a few shots here. Does not look to be backing off like the rest of the team. CCRS are definitely under pressure and getting pushed back by Apex. Apex are definitely not letting this tournament go that easily. They are determined to win this and bring it back. I would say they need and want another crack at purple, and CCRS are in the way of that. Cloaked Careful gets cleared out. Azro gets put down to a one shot. Rax is hurting. There goes Deja. General Froggington is the last one left, but against 5 tanks, I don't think he has much choice other than to die at this point. He's got one shell left in his clip. He could not clear anybody else out from the team there, and that brings Apex their first win of tonight. Hopefully that's a turning point for Apex. Hopefully they've figured out what was going wrong with their gameplay. they do seem a lot more tight on their gameplay in that match than they have their other ones, and they definitely put CCRS on the back foot from the very start there almost in that match. So teams will be getting swapped around. CCRS will be fighting north side. Apex here will be fighting from the south side. Doesn't look like too many tank changes have been made. However, Apex are bringing in 3 K91s. I think they swapped out a VK. I was not paying enough attention. Let me just see. Can't quite tell. Both teams are fully readied up here now, and it doesn't look like too many changes have been made. There is Object 452 in there of Deja. General Froggington is still bringing the Emil too. Solid tank, but it's not very good unless it can get into the positioning it needs to be in. And from the north side, I still reckon that is going to be an A corner push. So with that Emil too, I reckon CCRS may be trying to do what Apex done in the last match there. Oh, we are all waiting on me. I want to do that quickly and ready up because I totally forget to do that. My bad, people. Sorry, organisers. I know I was a bit slow and you were waiting for me. Thank you. My bad, Cope. My bad. Alright, so Apex, they do look like they're sending somebody to C. They are sending the rest of their tanks up towards A. Nobody is going out towards D side except for Cloaked Careful in the bat chat, which is fair enough. Go for that early cap or go right past it. I'm not sure if he's going to cap D. He wanted to make sure it was safe before he did jump on there. CCRS do manage to take base cap B before Apex gets C. That gives them the cap advantage here. But Apex are pushing into base A. CCRS take base cap D though. That will keep their points in the lead. Apex are pushing through. They are looking to be aggressive on the CCRS team, trying to look at maybe clearing out a tank here to change those points around. Froggington, even from his hull down position back here, bleeding a little bit of hit points. Apex managed to put that shell right where it needed to go and damage him. Nobody is really willing to take the hits just yet. Both teams are sitting on the edge of territory. Apex, however, are starting to push around and put a pincer on Deja and Biggie here in the middle. If they can clear them out quick enough before they get crossfired by the rest of the CCRS team, it will work out good. Biggie is down to a one shot. Cloak Careful taking a few shots there, getting absolutely ripped out of existence. He goes down as well. Apex have bled some hit points here. 2NX is hurting. FBen is hurting as well, but they are a lot healthier than the CCRS team. A very good push from Apex there. A nice little pincer maneuver, and they have put CCRS on the back foot once again. 2NX has been taken down to a one shot on the outside there, and Swede goes for the kill, manages to get him out of the match. Old Blood and Guts is running. He is trying to keep the last of his hit points for as long as he can. Explorer is chasing him though, and Swede is trying to keep the team occupied. Unfortunately, it's not enough for CCRS there. Just not able to deal with the very quick advance of Apex's push and pincer move there, and their team not quite being able to hold them off for long enough to bleed them out on hit points basically. They dropped a few tanks early. Apex putting in some good focus fire. They knew where they wanted to go. They knew which targets they wanted to hit first, and it went in their favor. So that ties it all up here. That's 2 to Apex, 2 to CCRS, and we will be seeing the next map very shortly. I believe Dynasty's Pearl now. Yeah, we should be swapping to Dynasty's Pearl. There we go. So, Lion looks to be getting swapped out for Flea on the side of CCRS. And Apex are readying up. Rax looks to be offline at the moment, so he may have been dropped due to server issues. We will see what happens there, but they do have somebody else to bring in to replace him if that is the case. So Apex here will be starting on the south spawn. CCRS will be starting on the north spawn. I hate Dynasty's Pearl. I am not a fan of this map at all. Depending on what your team lineup is though, if you go heavy side, a lot of the times teams tend to get stuck in those choke points and they can't maneuver very well, and this ends up allowing them to get bled out and collapsed by an enemy team. So it'll be interesting to see what these teams do. I personally reckon the field is a better option for Dynasty's Pearl, but we'll see who brings the maneuverable tanks for this one. They are all still bringing quite a bit of armor. CCRS not changing up too much with their tank lineups. They have gotten rid of their light tank by the looks of it and swapped that out for something heavy. Apex here on the other side still running a very heavy lineup. They've brought a couple of K91s. They've still got that KPZ-70 and the VK, but they are bringing 2 T30s. Now the fact that Apex are bringing 2 T30s to this match, I am expecting Apex to be out on the field side. So hopefully we will get to see a good field battle. A lot of the time teams do push into the city, but we'll see where this goes. Both teams are readied up and we are going in now. 350 TPs from CCRS, the E75, K91, the Yo and the 452K. Looking at the team lineup, they might be looking at going for A. Now one of the things I've found with this map is if you can get a tank into B early enough and have your team pressure the enemy team well enough, you can steal base B. But with this map being as small as it is and these teams being as capable as they are, it's not going to be an option in this match, I don't think. Nobody is going to go for base B. Nobody's going for base A. This is going to be a field battle like I was hoping. Oh, we've got Explorer going inside there though, making sure that no one else is going in through the town, which does put Apex a tank down out here in the field until Explorer gets around on that B base. Apex bleeding a little bit there. Cloaked Careful also taking a hit in return. Hit points are still very even. Nobody's really taken a shot. Explorer has come around on the side now and will be looking to create some crossfire for his team. Rax getting shot there, losing a little bit of hit points. Apex are not wanting to sit still. They are looking for the opportunities to pressure and push. CCRS getting these 250 TPs down low. Rax losing more than half his hit points. Cloaked Careful is now down to a one-shot over there and gets cleared out by TUNX. That is unfortunate for Cloaked Careful. Froggington is taking shots. He goes right out. The focus fire of Apex doing their job right there. And it's unfortunate for CCRS. They are not able to focus their fire now being as split as they are. So that gives Apex a massive advantage. RGK and Azro taking massive shots there. Old Blood and Guts is almost out and gets cleared. TUNX is just piling up the kills at the moment. Azro is still a one-shot. Rax is still a one-shot. RGK is a one-shot. CCRS need to start looking at clearing out some of these one-shots if they're going to have a chance. Swede is chasing Rax, and Rax is just taking him for a detour out of the battle. That means that Deja here is going to get bullied, sat on, and squashed by the Apex team. I know I wanted to see you dying yesterday, Deja, but not like this. Not like this. Deja. Anyway, bye-bye, Deja. You get taken out. TUNX loses a lot of his hit points there. Rax has finally gone down. Swede caught up to him. But that makes it a 1 versus 5 here, and I don't think Swede is going to be able to take out the entire Apex team here. TUNX sitting back. Azro is coming around the outside. I mean, he is a one-shot as well. If Swede goes for him, he could clear a couple of tanks out before they manage to kill him. So it'll be interesting to see what Swede does from this point on. But this one is definitely Apex's game. They have taken the win here. And I just want to see if Swede can take one with him. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get around that corner. I do think he was looking at trying to take down RGK. But very well played by Apex. They were just waiting for CCRS to push into those choke points. They made sure that they had their shots lined up, they had their field positioning correct, and they punished the CCRS guys with a lot of focus fire. And that was the difference in that map there. With that match, CCRS was just not able to put the shots into the same places like Apex was doing to them. And Apex taking those guys out of the center, splitting the CCRS team. It was very unfortunate. So, well played by Apex there. Very good strategy. It did work. It split CCRS, and they managed to get the win. So they are now at 3-2. If Apex take this next battle, they will go across to the finals to deal with Purple and have their rematch on that front and see if they can redeem themselves. However, if CCRS take this match, they will go across to the Naval Frontier map, which will be the tiebreaker. Just waiting for the rest of the teams here to ready up. CCRS, I think, maybe making some changes. Old Blood is getting swapped out there for Flea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 7. Alright, all of CCRS are readied up. Apex are readied up. The spawns have swapped, so Apex will be starting on the north spawn this time. CCRS will be starting on the south spawn. And we'll get to see whether Apex push through to the next round or if CCRS managed to drag it out to a tiebreaker. .450 TPs on the side of CCRS, 2 Stargazers and a K91. They have definitely changed their lineup to be a lot more uniform. Apex done the same. They are running 4 K91s, the 150 TP. They've brought a TL7120 Arachnid, which is an interesting tank choice. It's not something you see very often. The armor profile may just throw off some of the CCRS shots if they're not used to dealing with their tank. You don't see it around too often, but 2NX has been playing a very patient, very careful game so far. Despite getting shot, he has been putting out the kills. He has been clearing up the match. Now Explorer in his VK45 doing what he done last time, going around the outside trying to contain B, looking for the cross shots into CCRS. CCRS are holding back this time. They're not being as aggressive as they were last match, so they are clearly wanting to try and bleed out some hit points of Apex here and just trying to hurt them basically, but they're not able to do that at the moment. Apex does have map control as far as the field side of this goes. They've positioned themselves well to be able to set up all the shots, and they are pushing in aggressively. It looks like Deja and Lion King are the first on their list here. Flea also taking quite a few shots. Explorer goes down to a one-shot. He is about to be taken out. There it goes. Swede getting the final shot into him there. And Ding Dong also clears out Deja Vu. So this is going down very quickly for CCRS. One singular Flea gets taken out by FBN there. Rax is taking on General Froggington in the middle by himself, but this means that his Apex buddies are able to just deal with the CCRS guys who are separated once again. Seeing Apex do that to teams, that's the second time they've done it. They've pushed in through the center and managed to split CCRS apart. And by dividing CCRS like that, they've just really sort of dealt them a big blow here. Unfortunately, CCRS will lose this match. They are now out of the tournament. I was hoping to see a tiebreaker there, but Apex played a very good game. Again, that focus fire wasn't quite as on point as it has been in their previous games, but they didn't need it to be. They did separate the enemy team, which kind of ruined all of the enemy team's focus fire as well. So it came down to a battle of tactics there, and Apex's moves Just pushing where they made their pushes definitely won them these victories. Now it does mean that Apex will be going up against Purple in the finals, and that is a best of 9 people. So the score of that was 4-2 to Apex. All right. Wait, why was that 4-2? Why is he saying that's 4-2? Is it?
Yeah, the CCRS won the first 2.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, oh, it is 2. My bad. I had a little bit of a brain fart moment there, people. Anyway, we are going to wait for the last match to get set up, put together, and we will get to see Apex have a second chance at taking down Purple. See if they can redeem themselves from their earlier gameplay where Purple took 4 matches off them for nothing. And Purple did make those earlier matches look relatively easy, despite how close the games were. Purple knew what they were doing. They did put Apex under a lot of pressure, and yeah, it was a very big upset. I don't think anybody expected to see either of those teams take all 4 rounds without the other side taking a win. So hopefully this time though, Apex do seem to have their tactics in order. They do seem to have their focus fire in order, and their communication is going great. So they may just turn around and treat Purple to a little bit of their own medicine. Now, I have not had... So we're just waiting here for the new map and roster, well, the new training room maps to be put together, and then we'll see where this goes. Alrighty, sorry about that guys, just had to turn off my mic so as I could yell through the house at my kids. They're not doing anything bad, I just didn't really feel like standing up. Alright, Apex versus Purple. 3964. Let me just find this new room. There we go. Load us in here. Ready myself up. Spectate both teams. Alright, so for the Purple roster, we have the captain, which is Elemental KB. We have Sinks. We have the co-captain, K911. We've got Fruitalicious, plus 86, Uncle Chicks. Christening Slayer, Black Andrew, and James. And for the Apex roster, we will have Adepins, Ding Dong, Azro, Murty, Rax, 72 the Explorer, FBen, TillionX, and RGK. The room is open now. These teams should be piling in. They will have 5 minutes to get themselves to the training room in here with their full roster, and then they'll have another 2 minutes 30 to ready up after that. Now, this is the grand final. This is not a best of 7. This one, I believe, is best of 9. And being best of 9, it means that the first to 5 wins takes home the victory and the grand prize of 8,500 gold per player. The first map here for this is Dead Rail. After those matches are played, we'll be moving on to Faust, Winter Malinovka, Normandy, and then if we get there to the tiebreaker, that will be done on Molenbeek. While these teams sort themselves out and get themselves into the new training room, I am just going to throw on this. Alrighty, we are back. It does look like the teams are starting to pile into the training room now. Purple is showing up. We just need to wait for the Apex guys to get themselves sorted. Best of 9. 10 PM EST. Below. Da da da. Alright, the entirety of the purple team is here now. We are just waiting on the Apex side. They do still have a fair bit of time before they need to be in here though, so we'll see how long it takes them to ready up. Of course, if they get here sooner, they ready up and they tell the organisers that they are completely ready, we can start this thing off a lot sooner. just going over to Discord, check what's happening over there. No new news. I'd say Apex are just sorting themselves out before they find the training room and get themselves coming along. I'm wondering if we have some server issues going on again, because we lost a few of the purple players in that one. They've dropped out or vanished somewhere, so I'm wondering if the NA server is still struggling. So bear with me, guys, we're just going to sit here in silence because I've got no replays to show you, and this should be taken off any time now. We're just waiting on the teams, really. But you've got time to go grab yourself a drink and do whatever it is you guys may want to do while we wait for these teams to get themselves in here and ready up. See what's going on in Discord. Everything is relatively quiet at the moment in Discord and in the training rooms, so I'm not 100% sure where the teams are, but according to the time frame, they have a whole 20 minutes before they're needed. We could be waiting a while for these teams to show up, folks. Again, thank you to everybody that's come along to watch the stream. Those of you that are coming into the stream late or watching this after it has stopped being live, we still appreciate your support. Again, _34 is streaming this as well from his channel, so feel free to go across, check that out. Give him a like, thumbs up, let him know that you came from my channel if you do head there. Otherwise, you can join the SIGYN Discord server. That link is also in the description below. And if you go over there and join those guys and join their community on their Discord, you will be able to get future notifications for tournaments like this one if SIGYN decide to host more. And with the success of this one and how well it has gone, aside from the wargaming issues on their server, I would say SIGYN will be looking at doing more of these in the future. So do go join them on their community Discord for their clan and that sort of stuff, and say hello and get in there, be a part of the next tournaments. This one was supposed to be a lot bigger, and the next one that SIGYN do, I'm hoping we can see a full roster of 16 teams. That would be an awesome thing to see. Purple have got their players coming back into the training room now, so hopefully we see Apex show up shortly and we can get underway. What was that, T? Yeah, I mean, I would go into a match and do whatever else I wanted to do, but the thing is, if I do that and Apex do show up and then both teams say they're ready before I'm done in that match, I won't be able to finish it. But at the same time, I can't actually start a match while I'm in this training room. Yeah, so I can't give the people a mid-game show. That's alright, they wouldn't want to see my tragic gameplay at the moment anyway. And the teams are, well, they're definitely not comp-worthy teams in the pub matches. Make the best win. May the best win. Both these teams are very, very high caliber teams for World of Tank splits. So Purple, Void, Apex, and Origin, who are basically the players that are in these two teams. You've got Purple with a Void player there, and you've got the Origin player over with the Apex crew. But all of them are very well versed in the competitive side of World of Tank splits. They all do very well in the Blitz Cups, and they've been working on their strategies for a very, very long time. So these guys know what they're doing, and despite the upset of the match against Purple and Apex earlier, where Purple took all 4 rounds off them, that's not normally something you would see. So yeah, it'll be good to see if Apex pull it back and show Purple that they cannot just be walked all over for it, you know. And this is going to be a close one, hopefully. I'm always hoping for a tiebreaker finish, especially in the final rounds. So it'll be good to see that happen. I do want to see Apex at least take 2 out from the first round against Purple, just to let them know that they are here to fight for that 8,500 gold. And we are still just waiting here. I don't know why they decided to wait so long for the final match, but it's what we've got to deal with. Might pop across to 34 stream and see how things are going over there real quick. underscore 34 having a few matches in the burning games while we wait. Turns out I probably did have enough time to mess around and play some matches for you, but wasn't willing to take that risk. Also, Ominous, if you pop by my stream, thank you. I did see that get mentioned. Well, since we do have this nice big slow spot of the stream, I guess I should say from this point on I am planning on doing at least one live stream per week. I will be doing that on weekends, so for you, those of you that want to watch my stuff and you are on this side of the world with me, this will be done on either a Saturday or a Sunday. If you are from the NA region and you live in America or Canada or somewhere else over the other side of the world, that will be basically done on a Friday or a Saturday for you guys. So once a week I will be doing live streams. I may end up restarting my Sunsol Gaming Discord server and going from there, so you guys can let me know what sort of tanks you'd like me to play for you, anything you'd like me to review live, or any of that sort of stuff. Basically, we will kick this channel back off. I've been meaning to get back into it for a while, and now I've finally got everything sorted out with the computer and my Streamlabs and everything like that. We can start doing them more often. I will not be doing posted content as much anymore. That just requires a little bit too much technological space. My phone doesn't have the memory basically to deal with what I need to do videos. Room is up. Please join as soon as you are able. Yep. The room is up. The room has been up for ages and we are still waiting another 10 minutes. Alright, well, until we take off, I'm just going to take the opportunity to go and fill up my glass again, because it is roasting. It is so hot here at the moment. Very stuffy. Ooh, almost hit in stream. That would have been bad. got my cup of juice. Looks like we are still waiting on Apex to show up. But let's go and check the Discord real quick and see where everyone is at. Not here yet. Okay. So according to the time frames of the SIGYN organisers for this one, we should be kicking off in about 6 minutes time. That time frame will have ended, and then there will be 5 minutes for the teams to get into the training room, and another 2 minutes 30 on top of that for the teams to get readied up, as per all the other matches prior to this. We just need to wait for the Apex guys to show up. Just as courtesy, I'm going to throw another ping out for 34 stream, since I plan on joining him near the end. Okay, so Copenhagen from the SIGYN crew will be going over to _34 stream, and yeah, no, that's all good. So he'll be over there if you guys want to go over to 34 stream and have a little chat with Copenhagen or any of the other SIGYN guys that might be there that have organised this tournament. You will find them over there. I will be right back. Oh no, I thought that was my daughter coming home. It's just my boys leaving home. Looks like the Apex people are starting to filter into the training room just now, so we are looking at kicking off within the next 10 minutes here. Alright, looks like the rest of the Apex members are here. Purple is here too, they are sorted. Hang on, we have a purple player over on the Apex side. That is interesting. Oh, he's been there the whole time. I should have known that. Was he always... I am confused. But 34 is here now. The rest of the team's players have arrived and they are here. And we are ready to start this off as soon as these teams fully ready up. We're just waiting for one more to be put over to the Apex side. There he is, Rax. Getting in here just a little bit slower than his buddies, but he is showing up. He is bringing himself K91 as well. Apex definitely liking these 4 K91s that they've got running at the moment. Looks like Purple are going to be bringing a bunch of Object 752s for this next match, as well as a couple of T54s. So starting off on Dead Rail, it's going to be very interesting. Now we saw how these teams dealt with Dead Rail yesterday, especially Apex when they fought against SIGYN, but we'll see if they do the same things today. Now going by the team's lineup here, I expect these 54s of Sinks and Fruitalicious to go out towards C-side there. Sinks is definitely going out to C-side. Fruitalicious looks like he is going for the B cap. The rest of the purple team there is heading out towards base A. The Apex and Origin members here are also going out to side A. They have sent nothing out towards side C. They've got their 2 Ridders on the back, and they've got their main force of tanks just on this ridge line, and they're going to work this and just try to bleed out Purple over here. Now the problem with doing this and those T54s not capping bases is that the 54s are going to look at coming around and putting some cross shots into Apex, but Apex don't plan on staying there long enough for it. They are pushing through. Azro getting very aggressive, taking on K91, losing a lot of his own hit points. K91 is out. Azro is down to, well, he is now out as well. However, Apex made a very good push in there. They did clear out a few tanks, but they are bleeding, and those T54s are finally bringing themselves into the fight. Sink's getting some nice cross shots there into FBen. The rest of the Apex guys pushing around this corner, clearing out FBen there, and Black Andrew. James is now on the retreat, but he is looking low on hit points. So this one comes down to Sinks and Fruitalicious being able to basically bleed off a lot of hit points here before being caught by the Apex players. And this is kind of what I wanted to see right out the bat, was Apex coming back and showing Purple that they were not just going to roll over and let Purple take an easy victory. Changing it up from the 4-0 of their earlier match and bringing a very, very strong fight to Purple here. Sinks goes down, finally getting cleared out by RGK there, and Ding Dong chasing him out from behind the building. Fruitalicious is still working on the Ridders at the back. 2NX is a one-shot, but he does go down. 72 Explorer is coming in. Maybe Fruitalicious can get a second clear on one of them here too. He did try for the HE, but Explorer's running a spall liner that did not work out for him, and he goes down. Apex taking the first match of the finals there away from Purple, which is a direct change compared to what happened earlier, where Purple took 4 matches for 0 over Apex. Both teams are readying up very quickly here. It looks like they want to get right into the second match as quickly as they can. Of course, the sides are being swapped. Purple will now be starting north side, and Apex will be starting on the south. Both teams are readied up, and as soon as they give the organisers the thumbs up that they are both ready, we will be starting the second match. The only team change here is that T-54 threat being swapped out for another heavy tank on the side of purple. But if we're looking at this, 2NX is in the rear. He is going out to the TD spot. Apex is looking at taking a very centralized position over B and not so much over A this time. Sinks is going out to C, not capping it though. He is looking for the cross shots into the purple team. Fruitalicious taking a few nasty hits there, as well as FBen. But they are the two players you would expect to take the shots, being in the center of the map like they were. Purple being very aggressive here, not worrying about base cap B. They are pushing right through. They want to clear out Fruitalicious, and Fruitalicious does go down. They are taking a lot of hits, but Purple are not focusing their fire on any single tank at this point, which is definitely going to give these Apex guys the advantage. Now, FBen over the back there is being picked on by Black Andrew and Plus 86, and they are looking to clear him out in a moment. Unfortunately, Plus 86 does not connect with that shot, and FBen gets away nice and safe. RGK is trying to deal with Sinks at the back. He is hurting though. And Rax and Ding Dong very slowly losing their hit points here to Elemental and James. But Rax is about to go down if James shot a different tank. I actually thought he was going to clear out Rax. But this is now a 5-on-4. Purple and Void are looking very healthy though on the board, as opposed to the Apex guys who are all sitting on very low health. They're getting cleared out. Rax is gone. FBen is still a one-shot. Explorer is isolated now in between four of the purple players. And 2NX is having to get very aggressive in his Ritter to try and get some of these clears, just like that one, to even it up. Now he has to work with FBen here, and hopefully they can clear out one of these other tanks before they clear FBen. Elemental is going to push across the top, and he is going to get the clear, and that brings it down to a 3 versus 1, and 2NX is probably not going to survive too long here. James getting him with a big ram, just going in there heavy-handed and teaching that Ritter who's got the heavier armor. Unfortunately for Apex there, they weren't able to clap it twice in a row, but decent fight. Look at the hit points left on these purple guys. They were all very low. That was a close battle, and clearly the aggressive change up on tactics there was needed for purple to bring that one back against Apex, and that keeps this all tied up. These guys will be moving on to the next map now, which is Faust. It was looking a little bit messy there. I did not think purple would have won that one with the way the focus fire was going in there, but they definitely pulled around. Apex couldn't quite keep up with it. They bled a few too many hit points and lost a couple of players, and ultimately it put them on the back foot against purple there, and just an all-round good job. That was such a close fight. It could have gone either way, but purple definitely pulling it through. 1-1 now. Let's see if these guys can keep up this competitive gameplay the whole way through and bring us to a tiebreaker finish. That would be great to see. Purple team is completely ready and to go now, and Apex guys are just swapping their tanks around, finding out what they want to use in this next map. Now, I believe it was Apex yesterday that tried to do a nice flanking maneuver on SIGYN, and they pulled it off too. It'll be interesting to see if they try to do the same thing here against purple. I reckon if they do, they may quite possibly end up losing on that strategy, but they could have changed it up completely. Looking at their tank lineup, they are going full heavy at the moment. They are bringing the ST1. Rax sitting in that one. That's a interesting tank to bring. It's not the fastest of heavies, especially out of what is sitting here in these lineups, but the turret on that tank is very strong. Now, if you look over on the purple side, Sinks is still bringing a T-54, so they are still looking for a little bit of mobility on the purple side, as well as having those 50 TPs and the Object 752s, which have very good hull down capabilities for the 50 TPs, and the 2-shot autoloaders on those 752s do a lot of damage, not to mention the armor profile. I was not ready to up. Fuck. That's too many times today, guys. My bad. Oh, I've done it on the finals too. I do forget to click that ready button. That's fully on me. Because I'm not on the team, I fucking forget that I've got to click that ready button. Terribly sorry, guys, but if you are on the stream and you are wanting to watch this match, remember you can go over to _34 stream. You can watch it there. He will definitely be in this match. He has not made the same mistake I have. But yeah, go check it out. It'll be interesting to see who wins this one. We'll have to catch the second match on Faust to see what they have done. Alrighty. Terribly sorry about that, people. I screwed up. Totally forgot to ready up my tank and was not able to cover that match. 1, 2, 3. So it does look like Purple there have managed to take the victory on the first map of Faust. And again, to anybody watching the stream, I apologize for not reading up. That is fully on me, and I should have not been talking so much. Also, apologies to the players. You guys were waiting on me for a fair little while there, but we're right back into it. So on the Apex team, we've got 3 K91s, a T54. It looks like they did decide to throw a little bit of mobility into their lineup for the second match here on Faust. Now, I don't know what these teams done in the first map for it, but Purple starting off here on the south side are pushing full towards D, and Apex are also going out that way towards C, but they are sending Explorer out A side. Sinks is going heavy straight into B there. He is probably going to look at trying to take a sneaky base capture on B, and both teams will be fighting this out. Oh, well, I thought they were going to fight it out for points here, but Apex are pushing in rather aggressively around the back end here. They are bleeding a few hit points on that push, but not enough to make too much of a difference. Oh, that might have changed it. 3, 4 tanks, 5 tanks now taking hits, and they have not put any shots into purple at this stage. So Apex are losing a lot of their hit points here. They're focusing out, plus they do have good focus fire, so now purple are down 1 gun, which doesn't help them. Fruitalicious taking some massive hits there, and 2NX, FBN both getting cleared out there by the purple players, and purple moving on to the next one. Rax underneath also getting cleared out. James being focused by Ding Dong and Explorer. Azro is isolated by himself out here. K911, Black Andrew, Sinks and Fruitalicious are finishing him off, while Elemental just keeps these other guys occupied inside the tunnels here and chasing Ding Dong out of that match. Explorer is going to be on the back foot as well. These guys are not taking this victory. It does look like purple has managed to pull another win here on Faust against Apex. So even though we did not see what happened in that first match, this was a very, very dominant win by purple. Explorer trying to get one last kill before purple clear him out, not quite able to get there, and purple winning that. 5 tanks still on the board, a couple of them were one shots, but it was a very, very, very solid gameplay there. They just held off that Apex push. I do think Apex pushed in a little too soon for that to have worked, and their rush to do that, I think, allowed purple to just get those early bleeding shots in and then figure out which side they wanted to punish first, and that's what purple done. They picked their targets well, they cleared them out. The focus fire of Apex couldn't quite bring it back for them, but they'd done a damn good job on those few initial clears that they'd done getting those guns out of the game. However, that map is done. We will be moving on to Winter Melanovka now for the 5th match. If purple take this one, then they only need one more afterwards. So if purple take both of these rounds on Winter Melanovka, they will win the grand final, and they will take home the prize pool of 8,500 gold per player. I'm still hoping that we get to see a tiebreaker here at the end, because Apex and purple, you've got to love watching these guys fight each other. Just looks like we're waiting on Apex to finish getting readied up there. Fruitalicious is sitting there unreadied as well, but I have managed to remember to ready myself up, and that's what matters for you guys, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to see my stream. Apex making a few changes to their lineup. They have less K91s in this one. They're bringing a couple of Object 752s, the Conqueror 50 TP. Oh, they've got 3 K91s. I didn't see RGK down there in the K91, so they've just swapped out one of those for another tank. Over on the purple side, they are bringing a whole bunch of Object 752s, and well, they've got the same lineup as they did last time. Seems to be working for them though, so why change it? They've definitely found their tanks to play with in tier 9 here for the finals. Right, let's get ourselves up top. Apex off to a seaside push by the looks of it. FBN is having to play catch up with his team here because they've gone with a full heavy loadout. They don't have a medium tank, so FBN has been started on the back of the ball. Looking at this though, purple have pushed themselves out to A side very, very heavily. They have no competition back here, nobody spotting them. Fruitalicious and James are pushing right through aggressively, and Sinks is taking base A. So with that base being capped, that will give purple the cap advantage here. Ding Dong jumping onto C, or going straight across C. Rax looks like he is going to capture C though. So Apex are continuing to push right around. Purple have found themselves a holding position on the side. James and Fruitalicious just waiting for the command to push forward and start creating some crossfires. SIGYN's figuring out where the enemy is, and Elemental just watching the backside there. I do reckon Purple are setting up to bleed out Apex here. It just depends on whether Apex want to make a push or not. Now, Apex do not have the cap points advantage. That does belong to Purple, so they may need to make a push either for base B there, or look at consolidating their forces to make a push on one of these two flanks of the Purple team. But at the moment, everybody seems to be just chilling out, taking things easy, and just feeling out where the enemy team is. Explorer there making a push for B like I called. They will try to take the base advantage back with that one. RGK taking a shot in there, getting bled out. Purple are definitely holding these positions very well. It's nice to see that they were able to get some bleed on the enemy team there. But with Apex getting those base captures on C and B, it now means that Purple is going to have to push on them to take advantage of this match. And by the looks of it, they're going to be looking at trying to push back into the spawn section over here. It looks like they're setting their tanks up to fight in this zone. So SIGYN and James on the outside may have actually just found FBen by himself. So SIGYN has definitely found him. He's backing off because he's got the support of Rax behind FBen there. James is coming in to try and support SIGYN. Maybe some crossfire will come from K91 there and plus 86 if they're looking to the left. But they seem to be looking more to the right. If they could have had some very good crossfire onto FBen to help out SIGYN there if they were prepared for that. But otherwise, they are still sitting a couple of tanks back here. They've got Fruitalicious and Elemental on the back, just stopping Apex from pushing out. This could be a last minute sort of push from Purple to retake those base points at the end with a couple of kills into the Apex team. But Black Andrew here is catching up with SIGYN and James, who have been working over FBen. FBen is down to a one shot and he will be getting eliminated in a moment. There we go, SIGYN getting the kill shot into him. James and SIGYN now pushing on the isolated Rax with Black Andrew coming in behind. But over here, they have managed to push up the central line and take base B. Apex being a little bit too slow to react to that, but they are finally getting in there. They do clear out plus 86. RGK also gets cleared out. K911 is going to be the next on Apex's list to clear, and Purple are going to have to get in there and start getting some of these kills. There goes Ding Dong. Azro is now isolated and in the middle of the enemy team. He's going to get cleared out in just a second here, and 2NX is going to be left on his own. What a push from Purple. That happened very quickly. They made sure they were making advancements on one side. Once the attention was shifted, they pushed up through that central channel, took over B from right under the noses of Apex there, and then just put the hurt on them with some good focused fire. They take 1,000 points there. They take a victory, and this puts Apex in a very, very tight position if they want to try and come back for this. That's 4 wins to Purple. So for Apex to take out this final, they are going to have to win all of the next matches. They're going to have to beat the next one on Winter Melanovka here. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we've got one more on Winter Melanovka. Then we'll be going over to Normandy and Molenbeek. And hopefully Apex can pull this back. I'm not sure what's going wrong, but they are just getting absolutely walked over in a couple of these scenarios by Purple, and it is happening so quick that I don't think they have the time to react like they normally would. Purple are doing a damn good job though with their pushes and that sort of thing. They are getting their timing and rotation down on their tank maneuvers very well, and they seem to know what they're doing with these strategies. So they are definitely putting on a show here. I was personally expecting Apex to be doing a lot better. It's unfortunate to see, for my part anyway, to see Purple putting a hurt on them like this. I'm not rooting for either team really, but I did want to see, you know, a bit of back and forth with these points up the top. Looks like Apex is all readied up now, and Purple are just sorting out the last of their guys. But we should be going in for match 6 of this final of the Tier 9 Winter Bash. Both teams are fully readied up, and as soon as they give the go-ahead to the organisers, we'll be going straight in. There we go. 2 T54s on Apex side this time. They're going for a bit more mobility. Same team for the Purple crew. They haven't changed up any tanks. Let's see what that extra medium does for the Apex side. They are going out towards A, which is probably very obvious to the Purple guys. They probably know that they're going to be going out A side just due to the fact that Apex do have those 2 T54s. But that does allow them to be a lot more flexible on the flanks. Purple going full send straight towards C. It doesn't look like they're going to break off and go for B just yet. These two teams have definitely just handed each other their strategies by the looks of it. Purple going for the same strat that Apex pulled last time, and Apex going for very similar to what Purple done. However, unlike Purple, they haven't pushed more than one tank across. They've only sent FBN to that side. RGK, Azro, Ding Dong, all waiting to receive the push from Purple on the back end with 2NX as well. They are separating themselves quite a bit here on Apex side, and I'm worried that Purple might try to capitalize on that and push into these guys at the back while Apex have these 4 other players out of play. FBN definitely took some damage poking out the back end here. Purple were ready for anyone to come out the backside, and they hurt him for it. At this point, Apex do have the cap advantage. They don't have to be too aggressive, but they have pushed back up into here just to keep a lot of the map control, and they're holding quite nicely at this hold down position with Azro and 2NX. Purple not able to really push on them without bleeding. 2NX going out a little bit too far there and getting shot by Black Andrew and plus 86 from across the map. Definitely not good for his hit points there, but Purple are losing a lot of hit points across all of their players. 2NX taking another nasty shot there, brings him down to a 1 shot. Unless he can stay hidden behind Azro, he will not be lasting very long. RGK has come up in the middle and is looking at trying to keep Purple off of base B so as they don't do what Apex done last round. FBN's still holding that back corner, just keeping an eye out, waiting to see if Purple push, and if they do, I'd say he'll make a move, or he may be turning around to come back at this point to support his team on this back end. But it also looks like Purple are making a push out this way. They do want to go in and clear FPen by the looks of it. They think he's over there by himself, but like a smart team captain, they have told this guy to get out of dodge, and he has managed to get himself all the way out. So we've got these 3 Purple guys. They do unfortunately get a lot of cross shots on the Apex team from this angle. So Apex are going to struggle from this point to keep their hit points in place. As you can see, all of those shells coming across from the Purple crew into them. Apex need to push on Frugalicious and clear him out, and then get these 2 isolated tanks of Elemental and James out of dodge. But they can't push without getting bled by Sinks and the other guys over the back there. As you just saw, tanks are dropping. Oh, 2NX is still alive with his 1 hit point, but it is now a 2 versus 7. Black Andrew is a 1 shot, but he's holding his hit points. Down goes Ding Dong, and it comes down to 72 Explorer. He is going to try and run, but there's no way he's going to make it away from the other 54-3 and the rest of the tanks from the Purple team. So that does mean, guys, that Purple has just taken the victory for this tournament. A very great showing from all of the teams that have come along and participated in the Tier 9 Winter Bash, organised and hosted by SIGYN. Purple bringing on a very, very, very strong showing for this final day, taking it 4-0 in their first match against Apex. Apex pulling it back against CCRS and showing that they still had the fight in them, and then giving Purple something to worry about in the earlier matches here of the very final, and Purple just not taking any of it. Put all their heads together, got their shells into the right tanks, pushed in the right places, made the right rotations, and have taken the win from the Apex team here. So they take home the big grand prize of 8,500 gold per player for their team. Well done to Purple. It'll be great to see you guys all in the next tournament that is hosted, whenever that may be. And of course, to anybody that watches this stream or _34's stream, next time, if these things do show up and these tournaments do get posted, create a team, come along, join up, and make it an even bigger event. These guys have put together a lot of work to organize this and make sure that it went ahead as smoothly as it has. So hats off to SIGYN and all of the organizers of the crew. Hats off to R_34 for covering this finals of the stream with us, and a big thank you to all of the refs from day one and the SIGYN guys on day two for making sure that this all moved ahead really smoothly. And with that, guys, we are going to end this stream. The tournament is over, and I will see you all next weekend when I do one of my live streams, and we'll see where we're going to go from there. I haven't decided what we're going to do yet, but we will probably just be driving tier 10 tanks.